go over briefly opinion 98-009 in regards to expenditures of 911 money. Attorney General opinion 98-009. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but in short, I know you're not going to answer the question, I'm going to ask it anyway. FOIA payments. You're paying $1,500 a year for FOIA duties out of 911 funds. I'd like to know under what authority you're doing that. No comment? Okay. Of the Act expressly and unambiguously authorizes the expenditure of emergency telephone system funds for the costs of personnel attributed directly to the operation of the system. As used in the Act, the term system is defined to include the communications equipment required to produce a response by the appropriate emergency public agency. Under the plain language of the section, it is my opinion, this is the Attorney General, that the payment of compensation and the costs of associated benefits for the dispatchers, this is in relation to payment to dispatchers, which would also apply to your director according to the Attorney General, who are responsible for answering incoming 911 calls and for contacting the appropriate safety agency regarding a request for emergency service, is a permissible use of emergency telephone system funds. It should be noted, however, that the use of the proceeds of the emergency telephone system surcharge is limited to the purposes set forth in that section 15.4. The surcharge monies may not be used to compensate personnel for performing functions that are unrelated to the operation of the emergency telephone system. The portion of the employee's compensation related to time expended for other functions must be paid from other funding sources. You're paying her in violation of the Attorney General's opinion and in violation of the state law. Are you going to fix it?
Do you have anything else?
Are you going to fix it?
Do you have anything else?
I have a question. Are you going to, no comment or?
I'm not answering your question. Do you have anything else?
No, I'm all done. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I just have an issue that I have raised repeatedly for some time now. The issue of the 911 improper use calls. I've suggested that maybe letters could go out, something could go in the paper. I'm guessing that's not going to happen. No comment? Okay. Also, the children playing with the phone. Nothing's going to happen with that either, I'm guessing. These interfere with true emergency calls. I mean, you may all think that it's no big deal, but they interfere. There is only, again, most of the time, one dispatcher on duty. And when we're picking up calls from children playing with the phone or people wanting to report car parked illegally, those interfere with true emergency calls. I've asked repeatedly that something be done about it. I have another solution. As you know, as you all know, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Here's my solution. Maybe flyers could be printed up, put around businesses and things around town, asking people to remove the batteries from old cell phones before they allow children to play with them, and reminding people that 911 is only for emergencies. With $200 a month in gas, I would think it wouldn't be a problem to print those flyers up and deliver them around the county. That's all I have.
Thank you. John, do you have anything? Okay. Item 4, motion to approve minutes for the April 9th meeting.
Also moved.
Merle moves. Dave seconds. Roll call.
Bell, yes. Bergen?
Yes.
Clark?
Yes.
Gates?
Yes.
Coughlin?
Yes.
And Pointer?
Yes.
Number 5, motion to approve the May 31st report of the Edgar County Treasurer. And that's attached in your packet.
So moved.
Jeff moves.
Second.
Merle seconds. Any discussion? Roll call.
Bell, yes. Bergen?
Yes.
Clark?
Yes.
Gates,
Yes.
McCoughlin,
Yes.
Pointer.
Yes.
Number 6, motion to approve the May bills in the amount of $5,351.69.
So moved to be approved.
Cindy moves.
Second.
Merle seconds. Discussion. Roll call.
Belt, yes. Bergen,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Gates,
Yes.
McCoughlin,
Yes.
Pointer.
Yes.
Motion to approve the... Motion to approve June bills. We'll have a discussion in a second.
I so move.
Dave moves.
Second.
Cindy seconds. Any discussion or questions on the bills?
I got one question.
Go ahead.
Right here. Let me make sure I didn't read something wrong. It's got us paying like the 24/40/20 for Pro Health and life insurance benefits.
This is the first time we've been billed for that. That is the additional cost, right?
So that also goes with this 162.63?
Yes. This is what the county has been paying of this that we have not reimbursed them for.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're paying something for it.
No, we're not. We had not been, since we did not pay the admin fees any longer, we hadn't paid them since December.
Okay.
And now they billed us for the health insurance from December through May.
Okay.
That is what that bill is. That is exactly right.
Any other questions?
I think I
discussion?
explained everything else very well, but if anyone needs me, this dispatcher, the training is for 2 new dispatchers. One is full-time, I believe, and one is part-time, was what I was told. And that's for the class and their travel expenses for that training for 3 days. It's June 24th through the 27th.
And the power phone there too, right?
Yeah, power phone, yeah.
What's the amount?
I don't, I
Total
have to
amount.
total the 3 up.
No, for the whole June bills.
18,068.06.
Any other questions or discussion? Roll call?
Belt, yes. Bergen,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Gates,
Yes.
McCoughlin,
Yes.
Pointer.
Yes.
Okay, number 8. ETS Director's Report.
We had set a date of May 9th for the switch over to narrowband. Not everyone was ready. The switchover was postponed until a later date. At this time, as far as I have not been told that a date has been set. Have you heard anything, Ryan?
I talked to Barbeck last week. They had to get Kansas's radios programmed. They had a couple things that he said he needed to do. Brad did. He could get a hold of those.
Okay.
So,
Who wasn't ready?
I believe Kansas.
Kansas wasn't ready.
I am waiting to hear from Dwayne Fiddler for the new date. So I will notify you all. It may happen prior to our next meeting, actually, because we don't have a meeting now until August. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't do it.
Barbeck has everything. I mean, it's in Barbeck's hand. So
Do you
they
know
got-
why it didn't go for May 9th for sure?
The stuff, the equipment hadn't arrived.
For us or for who?
Barbeck said equipment hadn't arrived.
Okay.
They wanted to do everyone at once. It
Yeah.
wouldn't be fair to have them down here twice.
Yeah.
So,
I participated in an online class for Next Gen 911 a few weeks ago. The training was sponsored by National NINA, and Next Gen 911 is where people can place 911 calls via texting and data message. And this is what we made sure that our new software was capable of when we did our upgrade last summer with Emergitech. So they still, the companies are still working on trying to get all the equipment upgraded to do this so that people can text. It'll probably be crazy when it happens. I also met with Shirley Shable of Douglas County, the Douglas County coordinator, a couple weeks ago. they are where our backup PSAP is located. And we just had a good discussion on the issues that 911 centers are or will be facing in the future. I completed the annual online training requirement for the OMA and FOIA through the Attorney General's office. And I would like to mention that I continually, and I know dispatch at times gets calls reporting road signs down about in the county. I encourage everyone, board members, to share that for people to continue to let us know if signs are down, because it only helps all emergency services and delivery agencies when the road signs stay up. And the county highway works with us really well in keeping these up if we get a hold of them. So mail carriers are another one that have been very good about calling me, and we appreciate this very much and hope it continues. So that's all I have to report.
Any questions for the director? Okay, item number 9. Anybody have any other business pertinent to Edgar County ETSB?
I got one thing I'd like to cover on what she was talking about. We just had a week ago Saturday a safety fair we worked with at Kroger's, and they're working with the people that was there. We didn't have a lot. Do we have a booth set up at the fair with that coming up? Does 911 have a booth?
No.
I mean, is that something we can possibly look at and educate the public that way, since they're going to be in and out all week?
We did that when we went online, for people to, but we haven't had to since then because people use it,
Do you have a booth out there?
We'll have the safety house and stuff out there. We can do something there, or come up with something and make
You want
something
to
up.
coordinate that with Nanette? Because that's in July and our next meeting isn't until August.
Okay.
So if you guys come up with something,
Okay.
anything's worth a try to.
Okay.
Anybody have anything else? Okay, motion to adjourn.
When's our next meeting there?
August 6th.
August 6th, 4:30 here at the court.
We should adjourn.
Earl moves.
I'll second.
Ryan seconds. Roll call.
Dell, yes. Bergen,
Yes.
Clark.
Yeah.
Gates,
Yes.
Coughlin,
Yes.
and Pointer.
Yes.